Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a really fun video where I am going to be talking about a really fun project I've been working on in the last few weeks, and everything is going to be over on my Patreon. I've had my Patreon open for a little while and I have been overwhelmed by the amount of support there. I am going to be releasing this special self-care for creatives sort of package over there, and as an extra little goodie I will have this coloring page as a freebie to anyone who wants to go over there. As you can see, I do have the same design but a few different options. I think there's actually 10 different words as different options for you. I included a blank template one that you can add whatever inspirational or affirmational word you might want to and color your own. If you do end up printing any of these out and coloring them, I would love to see what you create, so make sure to tag me on pretty much any social media at Jennifer Charlee and show off what you created. As you can see, I have a wide variety of different brands of art markers, and that is what I am choosing to color with for this coloring page. I think markers are actually probably my favorite to color with. Maybe that and colored pencils, but markers are pretty fun, and I did print this on a heavier cover stock paper, which is my typical paper choice for alcohol marker art. So as you heard me mention, I am releasing a resource pack that I am calling the Creative Fulfillment and Self-Care Pack Volume 1, because I am hoping that this will only be the jumping off point for creating even more resources for creatives to help them stay more fulfilled and get the most out of their self-care time and rejuvenating their creative energy. So in this pack, I have 5 different resources that I am releasing, and that is on top of this coloring page that I am doing, which is 100% free. So the 5 resources I will show you, I will go over at the very end, but I wanted to quickly mention what is included if you are interested in becoming a patron and getting the release of these this month. First, I wanted to mention that all 5 of these resources are available immediately to the $5 patrons, and my $1 patrons will be getting 1 resource a month for 5 months, and this first one is going out to everyone right away. So the first resource is a self-care for creatives idea list, and this is an idea list that I brainstormed, and these are all very often things that I turn to myself as a creative when I am feeling burned out, or if I am dealing with my own mental health issues, or different things like that that are blocking me from being creative, or just overall blocking me from feeling fulfilled in the work that I'm doing. And I created a list like this because I noticed that this helps me, especially when I am in the midst of a difficult time. It's really difficult for me to formulate and identify what will actually help me, and having a list made up ahead of time that I can reference when I'm in a darker space is a lot easier for me to just go through and try them one by one and not have to come up with these ideas in the middle of a typically negative mental space, which is not the most beneficial for getting me to a better positive mental space. Some of these self-care activities are specifically creative activities, but not all of them are. There is an addition to this page where I do have a nice long list of low stress art making activities, since a lot of the time the stress of creating a new piece when we're not in a great mental space just can make things a lot worse. The secondary resource is a bit of a creative energy inventory, and this is an activity I developed to help you sort of brainstorm what sort of self-care you and your creative energy needs. The third resource is a set of planner inserts to help you track your habits that are mental health related and creativity related and all sorts of different things like that. The fourth resource is a set of 5x7 art prints that you're able to print out and put in a special place for self-care time or just to help encourage you. And the last resource is a full set of printable stickers that I recently designed, some of which are great to put directly in your planner. Others would be great as decoration on a journal or something like that, and are specifically designed with self-care in mind. So with all that out of the way, you might be wondering why I am developing such a project. And many of you know I do have a background in psychology and specifically art therapy. I have a master's in marriage and family therapy as well as art therapy. And as a part of my master's program, I studied self-care for therapists and how often this is a really common problem that therapists need to be on top of because they are spending so much of their energy helping others and giving back to their clients, as well as taking in sometimes not the most positive energy from their clients and dealing with traumas and things like that. There's a lot of emotional work that goes on for therapists, and when I transitioned careers to being a full-time illustrator in this part of my life, I realized that a lot of other creatives, especially who are full-time, but really any creatives I have talked to who are pursuing their art passions, often are dealing with a lot of unchecked stress and burnout and a lot of really similar negative effects that therapists can also go through. And I saw this parallel and was really fascinated to kind of look into why that might be and do my best to use the research I've done as well as things I have tried personally as an artist to better improve how I take care of myself as an artist, how I take care of my specific creative energy, and how I make sure to avoid burnout and continue doing what I love as an artist. You hear me talk about creative fulfillment a lot here on my channel, and as a part of my brand, it's something that I've really tried to incorporate as much as possible. And that is the sort of term that I have tried to attach myself to, because I think ultimately that's what any of us as creative people want, is to be able to express ourselves and have a creativity that is truly fulfilling in the depths of our souls. And I truly believe that really all of us want fulfillment from the work that we're doing. And I feel like I have a unique perspective to talk about this topic and bring in more of the psychology element and research that I have done. I would love to be able to continue to make resources like this and have them available on my Patreon and discuss various topics more and more in depth relating to mental health awareness and how these various kinds of things affect my creative energy and how I am trying to better my own art journey. That is really what this channel is about, and that is the direction I want to continue to move toward. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was interesting and you are excited as I am for these kinds of things. I feel like it's really important to talk about, and I am excited to move forward with things. As always, I hope you have a creatively fulfilled day, and I will see you next time. Bye guys!